First of all, I just want to get your response to the news that the FA say they are looking into Cenk Tosun's goal celebration for the disallowed goal against Rotherham on Saturday.
I think that the FA checked this. I think that no
further action.
No further action because it was nothing. So move on.
Can I check the team news as well ahead of the weekend? Are the likes of Jordan Pickford, Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin okay to return?
Pickford is okay. Richarlison, we have to wait the training today to take a decision on this, and Calvert-Lewin is not available.
What's the problem with Dominic?
Hamstring problem.
Any indication as to how long?
No. I think soon he can recover.
And Alan, how close is he to a return?
Alan, I think he can return at least around 10-15 days.
Carlo, obviously COVID has impacted on the club. The Manchester City game being called off. Now the Aston Villa game is being moved as well. Steve Bruce on Friday said that morally football needs to take a break. Mark Warburton has said the same. Are you beginning to think the same at the moment, given the impact that it's having on you?
No, everyone knows that it's a difficult moment. The country is in a difficult moment, and football also. Football has some players positive, difficult to play games, but at the end, I think it's understandable that what Steve said. But from the other hand, I think that football can be in this moment difficult period where the people has to stay home, a good distraction to watch football on TV. I'm still convinced that the protocol that we are using is quite safe, but some cases, of course, can happen that you have some players positive.
How is it impacting you day to day, though, as well? Because it's obviously impacting, I would imagine, preparations. Things have changed for the Villa game, for instance.
Yeah, it's changed. We have to adapt this. It is at least 1 year that we are playing in this kind of situation. It's not the best situation, but we have to. The only thing that we can do, follow the protocol, and hope that this situation is going to finish soon.
What shape do you feel you were in going into this game against Wolves, and just how big a test is it for you?
A really important test. We don't have a good memory of the last game that we played there. That was in June. I think it was one of the worst games that we played. The situation is particular, but we have confidence. We played Saturday 2 hours, and we have to be able to use all the energy that we have to recover well, because it will be a really tough game. I have a lot of respect of this team that has a good player and has a good organization.
Thanks, Carlo.
Sam from Premier League Productions, please.
Hi, Carlo. Nice to see you. With the news that Dominic is out with a hamstring injury, then how important will Cenk Tosun be to you over the next few weeks?
But Cenk did well against in the FA Cup against Rotherham. He scored a goal. He scored 2 goals. He was focusing the box. Of course, he was out for a long time. His condition is not at the top, but of course will be useful to have a striker that is used to score goal.
I know you mentioned that game at Molineux a few months ago. 6 months to the day it will be tomorrow since you made that trip to Wolves. I know you weren't happy with the performance at the time. Things obviously looking far better now. Could you give us an idea of just how your team has evolved since that game and since that period?
Well, we have more consistency, more knowledge. I think that defensively we are better compared 6 months ago, and I hope that we can show tomorrow.
If you avoid defeat against Wolves as well, it'll be 5 unbeaten away from home. Is there a particular reason that your side are enjoying playing away from home at the moment, or is that just coincidence?
No, I think that all the team had the advantage that the fact you play closed door, you have advantage away. You have disadvantage at home. This is the reason because we won more game away than home, because you don't have at home you don't have the support of your fans, and outside you don't have the opponent team doesn't have the support. This is quite simple.
Alistair from the BBC, please.
Hi Carlo, I just wondered, we spoke the other day about you think football's safe, and you've just said there that you think it's safe for the protocols, but there has been some criticism over the weekend about players celebrating together in changing rooms. Do you need to remind your players about how they celebrate when they score goals, for example?
But honestly, there is no a rule that say you are not allowed to celebrate, and so we are really strict to follow the rules that the Premier League put on place, to follow the protocol. And if the Premier League say you don't have to celebrate, you don't have to hug, we are not going to celebrate. Until they are not going to say this, I think that and this is the only reason. This is the only reason, because at least we are really strict to follow the protocol. So we wearing mask in the dressing room. We are wearing mask in the changing room. We try to keep social distancing, and so we are really strict to follow the protocol. If they say us don't celebrate, we are not going to celebrate, or we don't score goals, and that will be better. No, if you don't score goal, you don't have to celebrate.
Do you think then that there should be a change, that celebration should be banned?
I think it will not a big problem if you are not allowed to celebrate. You score goals, and so we adapt to everything. Now manager doesn't celebrate after a goal. If you see, there are no manager that celebrate because you have to wait the check of the VAR, and so the celebration for the manager is gone, and can be done also for the players.
Ian from Radio Merseyside, please.
Hi, Carlo. Obviously, we're used to seeing Wolves up near the top end of the table. It dropped a little bit, but having said that, you know, the loss of Raul Jimenez for them must have been a huge problem. Jota's obviously gone now to Liverpool, but they still got Neves, they've still got Moutinho, they've still got Traore. Big threats there.
Yeah, it's a good team. They dropped a little bit. The reason was for the fact that they didn't have the best strikers that they had. Jimenez is a fantastic striker. They lost him, and they lost opportunity to have more chance in front. But it's still a good team. Pedro Neto is a fantastic striker. Players with experience they have. Moutinho, Neves. So Traore is sometimes unstoppable, and so we have to pay attention as usual.
Yeah, it's the first league game since the West Ham game. I know you beat Rotherham, but how important, you talked about consistency earlier, to get back on a run of consistently winning games?
No, it's really important. The next games are really important. We want to stay there in that position. We are going to play 2 away games against tough teams, Wolverhampton, Aston Villa. We need to get the result if we want to stay in that position, and it will be difficult. But I think if we have some players out, we have the squad to able to manage this kind of games.
Thank you.
Carl, Markham.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Hi. Can I just check on Dominic's injury, when he got it and how he got it?
No, I think after the game against West Ham, he had a little problem during the week before the West Ham, but for the fact that he never had this kind of injury, he was not able to judge himself at 100%. He played all the game against West Ham, so this means that he's not a really important injured, but we want to keep him safe, and when he comes back to be 100%.
In recent games, certainly in the last month, so you put the emphasis on being better defensively. Does not having Dominic make that more important, or do you have to maybe open it up a little bit more because you need to get goals in the side from somewhere else?
Without an important player like Dominic, we have to be able to replace him in a different way. It's really is going to play a player with different characteristics. We have to adapt for this. That's right. For sure we will be less dangerous on crosses. This is for sure, but maybe we can be more dangerous with the final pass.
Louis Restrepo.
Hello, Carlo. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, you?
Not bad, not bad. After the last game, I heard and I read and I watched some critics to James Rodriguez because of his level from some pundits. Do you think to recover that level that he had at the beginning is just a matter of minutes, or he needs to improve something else to recover 100% his level?
No, he has to train properly as he trained the last week, and he has to play. He's used to keep a good condition, playing. The fact that he played 99 minutes against in the cup, helped him to have a better condition for the future. This is for sure.
But he hasn't recognized that the Premier League is more physical. He got more contacts, he got more notes. You think that maybe he needs to improve a little bit his physical side as well?
No, I don't think so. He has to improve his physical side. He has to keep his quality at the top, and that their quality is not physical. As I said, when we signed him, I didn't sign him because I want more physical power in the squad, because I want more quality in the squad. This is the only reason. There are players with quality and there are players with physicality. And the work of a manager is to try to put this kind of quality, physicality, football quality, mental aspect all together to build the team.
Okay, thank you.